Welcome back to Notes Edition, where I read notes off of my phone. Today's note is called Bitcoin is a no-brainer. Bitcoin is a financial asset as well as a monetary network that's being turned into a financial product. When you buy Bitcoin through Robinhood or BlackRock, you're buying a bet on Bitcoin price, but you don't own any actual Bitcoin. If you don't own the real thing, you own a financial product. The financial product gets you a potential return on your investment as held by someone else. If you own Bitcoin, the asset, you get all the perks of personal ownership. When you own something, you don't have to ask for permission to use it. When you own something, you can trade with whomever you'd like to trade with. When you truly own something of quality, you can hold on to it for years and pass it on for generations without fees, without taxes, without degradation. When someone sends money internationally to their family back home, they typically use a financial service like Western Union. The institution must verify and approve the people involved in the transaction, and they usually take a decent percentage of the transaction as a service fee. When someone uses the Bitcoin network, they can send and receive from anyone, anywhere without identity verification. Unfortunately, yes, this means you can get scammed into sending to the wrong person, but if you use it safely, it means you can transact directly with your friends and family without a banking service. For anyone paying a 10% fee to Western Union, using Bitcoin to avoid high fees is a no-brainer. When someone uses a bank, the bank is able to make money off of that person's deposit through lending the money out to another customer. This fractional reserve system creates extra wealth for banks and extra inflation for everyone else. Bitcoin uses consensus encryption, where every computer running Bitcoin agrees to a fixed set of rules to secure a maximum quantity of monetary units within the total supply of Bitcoin on its blockchain, meaning inflation is limited to less than 1% per year. For anyone wanting to reclaim the value sitting in their bank account, Bitcoin is a no-brainer. When someone lives in a country that prints paper currency, that individual has to put in long hours at a job to earn a debt-based financial product that the government can print within minutes. The system feels unfair because it feels like a disproportionate distribution of power. If I can print myself money, but you have to work for it, I enrich myself with ease while you exhaust yourself with hard labor for breadcrumbs. Conversely, Bitcoin requires all participants within the money distribution mechanism to work for it. Bitcoin miners are rewarded in Bitcoin for providing costly computational resources needed to run the network, in the same way that Visa needs massive servers to process millions of consumer transactions. For anyone wanting to stave off the effects of the money printer, Bitcoin is a no-brainer. What takes brains is surviving without buying Bitcoin. How else would you outpace inflation and the national debt? What takes brains is getting Bitcoin without giving up your identity. What actually takes brains is building a society outside the realm of any financial system whatsoever. That would be intriguing. But for those of us that use money, Bitcoin is a no-brainer. And that's today's note.